You go.
Okay, so like you said, my name is Morgan. I don't really know where to begin, so first off, go Pokes.
Yeah!
Bailey and I go way back.
You got a long ways to go, Morgan. Come on. You can do it.
Do you want me to stand with you?
Like 1999, go way back, like that's 2 whole decades ago. When Bailey and I were 6, till probably middle school, we had sleepovers pretty much every weekend. No joke. I'm sure our parents were seriously annoyed. We were the package deal, and honestly, looking back, that was one of the best parts of my life. We tore up 13th Street, an alleyway between first and seconds on our bikes. Played house and Barbie till the sun came up. Became superstars in the living room, or in the computer room, singing our hearts out to Beyonce. DJ, I'm going to need you to play to the left here in a bit.
To the left. So you're at to the left. Beyonce.
Inventing the ultimate snack that is still my comfort food, popcorns and cheeses. And carried many backpacks down the stairs that somehow sounded like alcohol bottles, but in church honor Michelle otherwise. But my fondest memory is talking about our wedding day at all of our sleepovers. We had it planned to a T at the age of 7, and not much has changed since then. There isn't much we haven't been through together. And the highest of highs and lowest of lows, I don't remember a time you weren't there for me. Childhood memories, broken bones. Thanks, Maddie, for the frozen vegetables on that ankle. That weird middle school stage, high school, college graduations, moving away from each other for the first time for college, losing our grandparents, concerts, lake trips, back roading, girls trips. All led Bailey not to just be a friend, but family. Bailey and I found ourselves on different paths for a short while, but I knew deep down they would cross again. Bailey, thank you for being an everlasting friend. You're a beautiful mother and now wife. Baker and Charlie are lucky dudes. Charlie, the moment I met you, I knew that everything Bailey had said about you was indeed true. Because in the back of my mind, I was like, there's no way this guy is real, he's too perfect. And you're proof that good things come to those who wait. Thank you for fulfilling my friend's dreams that she's had since she was 7. You have my word to be Team Baker, Charlie, Bailey, forever. And to be there in the good times and the bad. But, good luck, Charlie. Cheers to the Coons and the Pokes.
I'm a teacher. I've got a whole lecture usually. All my stuff ready. Right.
You do not have 50 minutes.
I do not have 50 minutes, which is why I got cards. Not because I wouldn't remember what to say, but because I normally just go on. And I've got plenty of students that can attest to that. So, in any event, though, I wanted to start by well, first of all, let's give up for Morgan. That was a wonderful speech. And I want to welcome everyone here tonight. I know that there's a lot we're going through to come here, but I also know how much it means to Charlie and Bailey that you are here. And so I thank you on their behalf because it really does mean quite a bit. In any event, for those of you that don't yet know me, my name is Robbie Coon. I am Charlie's only brother, which means he had no choice but to make me his best man for him. Now I know Morgan just gave us a great story about how she and Bailey used to look forward to this day and always talk about their wedding days and how wonderful that'd be. I looked forward to my brother's wedding day, similar to Morgan, but because I knew that I would get to roast my little brother in front of a captive audience. So here we go. Let's start with my favorite one, right? We're going to go back now to when we were little kids. My parents agreed to let us get a dog, right? We got this little dog, Mickey, right? I'm sure Charlie and some of the gentlemen up here can remember Mickey. And we brought Mickey home, and Charlie and I set up in the backyard, and we were holding court. All the neighborhood kids were coming in to see this new little puppy, and we were showing them off and all the cool things that puppies do. You know, they're puppies. They mostly walk around and make a mess, which is something Charlie should have remembered. So in any event, though, one of the cool things Charlie wanted to show off is that this dog is something you could pick up, right? And he said, you can even pick this puppy up. And so he bends down, and Charlie grabs Mickey right around the middle, and Charlie picks Mickey up without realizing that Mickey was in the process of relieving his play. So I will never forget the look on Mom's face when Charlie went back up to the house with his bright white t-shirt stained up and down with yellow. Right, that was a great memory, and I knew at that moment that I would be sharing that memory with all of you here today. However, that was what, 20 years ago at least. At least. You know, I want to let's give Charlie some credit here. I'm assuming in 20 years he's probably grown up a little bit. I'm assuming he's learned his lesson, and now he knows better than to wear a white T-shirt outside, right? Surely. In all seriousness, though, Charlie is my most treasured friend because he and I got to grow up together, right? It was us, right? We were it. We didn't have any brothers or sisters other than each other. You know, just about every one of my favorite memories from my childhood involves Charlie in some way, shape, or form. You know, from playing Pokemon on those many car trips out to Iowa. So much Pokemon. to playing our little water polo game. I don't know, we never made a name for that, but we used to play in the pool in the backyard. You know, we would, I remember listening to Dad as he would read that story about the first Christmas. Every Christmas morning, you know, a beautiful memory, other than the fact that we knew Dad was just stalling because Mom was taking forever in the shower to get ready, and we really wanted to open our presents. But all of those memories and many more, whether, you know, scuba diving together, you know, all of those memories are very treasured, right? Very valuable to me. And when I went to college, I didn't realize that by choosing Michigan State, that meant I would actually get to keep hanging out with my brother. You know, we went from all those old things we used to do as kids to now I was sneaking him into the student section at Michigan State football games. That, you know, he was coming over here playing Halo with my dorm buddies all night long. You know, I got to go watch him play in a state championship soccer game, and I know a good chunk of that team is out here somewhere, including a coach somewhere. There he is. Yeah. There's a shout out. You know, I didn't really realize how good I had it until Charlie went to Oklahoma for dental school. Now, for the record, Charlie's choice was the University of Oklahoma and the University of Michigan. Now, those of you out there in the crowd might be thinking that I was hoping he would go to the University of Michigan. If that's what you're thinking, you are dead wrong. I was never prouder of my brother than the day he told me that he rejected those weasels in Ann Arbor and gave them a no. There we go. I was looking for that response for the soccer state championship. But you know, I don't think I realized at the time that choice would have a pretty big impact on my life. You know, for Jesus, Charlie, you're killing me. For the first time ever, Charlie and I wouldn't live within a quick drive of each other. You know, he came back quite often, actually. You know, we got to go to MSU games again, and you know, we went on camping trips, but you know, those trips came few and far between. You know, it was about that time that I got the call from Charlie, who was telling me that we were going to get to go on another adventure together. You know, we were going to get in the car and drive to Iowa, but this time we're doing it raising kids. We're doing it becoming fathers. And you know, I've really appreciated having that something to bring us together, despite the distance, despite how far we are, that we've been able to do that together. You know, my son, I know he was the one that was making all the noise at the ceremony a moment ago. He's only 4 months older than Baker. You know, I love the idea that those two are going to get to grow up right next to each other just like we did. You know, this is really a part of this. Supposed to be a joke. I also appreciate the idea that Baker has probably been peeing all over Charlie just like that dog did. Somehow the tone doesn't seem to work. But all that brings me to you, Bailey, because these things wouldn't be possible without you, right? Without you coming into our life, we wouldn't have that. And you know, I know, you know, I'm just getting to know you, and we're just getting to know each other. But you know, what I do know is that you make my brother happy, and that's all I know, right? I look forward to getting to know you better as we become a family, but I appreciate having you here, and I'm losing my spot here, Charlie. You're killing me. So I'm going to propose a toast. Let's raise our glass to Charlie and Bailey, and to their young family that they created here tonight. May you have many, many happy years together. And may you learn to stop picking up those peeing dogs.
Cheers.